Hi, and welcome to this tutorial on FM synthesis on the M8. And in this video, we're gonna make a electric piano sound. It's pretty easy to make electric piano sounds using an FM synth. I'm gonna set up my MIDI keyboards to be controlling this. So this is just the default FM synth sound on the M8. And we're going to transform this into an electric piano. And what we're going to do is use two stacks of two operators. So we're going to use the 7 algorithm, which has A going into B and C going into D. So that is A modulating B and C modulating D. D and B are our carriers, so they're what we're going to hear. I'm going to turn off B for now, so we're only going to hear C and D. In fact, I'm going to turn off everything except for D, so we're just hearing D. That's just a sine wave. And now we're going to bring in operator C to modulate that. And depending on how much we turn up the level of this, at 0 it's a sine wave. As we turn this up, it starts to get more triangle-y, almost sort of between a triangle and saw. When we go above 80, it starts to fold in on itself. So if we bring this back to 80, we're gonna now modulate the level of this. I'm gonna leave mod 1 for, we can use that for other stuff later. It's gonna be like our primary sort of control if we want to sequence changes in the sound. So we're gonna go to mod 2, which is this thing. And we're going to say that controls the level of this. So the maximum level is set to 80, but now that we've added this, so now it's on 80. Once we add this, it's now on 0 until we turn this up. And now it's back at 80. And we control the level of operator C using this. We can also assign it to an envelope here. So now we can see the wave shape changing over time. And change how quickly it changes. And we're going to set this to our volume envelope. This is the volume of the total output, which means our sound will decay to silence. So that's like a really simple base of an electric piano sound. And now we're going to use these other two operators A and B as the sort of more the impact sound of the metal times. So I'm going to turn up the level of these. And we're going to turn up the modulation ratio of this to give it a more sort of glassy sound. A bit more by another octave. Go up even higher. Get strong, maybe. And we're going to modulate this one over time as well. In the same method, except we're using up envelopes 1 and 2 already, so we're going to use an LFO instead. We can use our LFOs as envelopes. Set this to exp down. Exp down is the same as a envelope going down, and we're going to set to hold, so it'll fire once and then hold. This controls how long. We want it to be fairly short for this kind of sound. We can adjust this to taste. And using these, we can set like the minimum level. So if we don't want it to go all the way down, we want it to keep a little bit of that sort of metallic ringing sound later on. Just maybe a little bit with this one. Depending on how strong we want that sound. If we want like a darker sounding piano, we can adjust this. Sounds a bit more like an organ, church organ kind of sound. If you add a small detune, you can get kind of like a wobbly sound. But there's probably better ways we can do that. I'm going to set this back to maybe 4 or something like that. You can go even higher. It's a bit too bright, I think, for me. If you set these to like a weird ratio, you'll get. Yeah, that sounds alright. It's like a kind of more belly kind of sound. It's a bit dissonant. Doesn't really sound like an electric piano anymore. Probably want to keep it at like an integer ratio. And we can add some effects. They always sound nice. We've got one LFO left, so we can add a bit of panning. Let's see. So easy to get so many different interesting electric piano sounds just through a few little tweaks. So I encourage you to just experiment. If you have a MIDI keyboard, plug it in, play around while you change the settings. What else can we do? The M8 doesn't have any key tracking, so we can maybe use the low pass filter to cut off some of the high harmonics in the high end. Get a more muted sound. Too much. See if we can get a more sort of rough kind of sound. Add some feedback. Let's become a bit more brassy, maybe. So many possibilities, it's so fun just playing around. So this one can sort of control the intensity of our sound, so we can bind mod 1 to that. So this is if you're, say, playing softly, and then if you want like a more harder note. And I wish there was a way to, say, bind this to velocity while playing the MIDI, but I don't think there's a way we can do that yet. But say you're sequencing, we can sequence this. So yeah, we can sequence that. Instead of using the velocity, we can use FM1 to sort of set the intensity of the note. Yeah, there's should get you started with making some electric piano sounds using the FM Synth. It's like so many possibilities. Just Even just using sine, once you start experimenting with some of the other shapes, even more possibilities. Yeah, I encourage you to experiment, use your ears, tweak all the settings while you play, or set a sequence to play. And listen to the sound. Really sort of scratchy FM sound. You have a higher level and feedback, basically just get noise, which can be useful, but probably not for this. Cool. Yeah, that covers it. But yeah, just play around. Don't be afraid to get into the FM Synth and try things out. This number 7 algorithm is probably the easiest one to play with. It's just two sets of two operators stacked on top of each other, so it doesn't get too complicated. Recommend just like playing with one set at first, and then bring in the other set. Or you can even turn off the first one while you get both parts. We're not getting any sound because of this. Yeah, it's always good to like listen to each carrier one at a time. Make sure it's doing what you think it is. Because yeah, that's wrong. So I can bring them both in. just play with this all day. Cool. I'll actually stop this time. Thanks very much. Catch up.